I don't think I could have picked a better halftime to interview Justin Jaworski than today. As I welcome you to the Coca-Cola Halftime Report, we invite you to experience the Coke side of life. Wednesday, Justin, you were named the Patriot League Player of the Week. You are now the leading scorer in the nation. You have your career high off a game on Saturday. You're averaging 32 and a half points a ball game. Just an unbelievable start to a season where we weren't even sure we were going to have you.
Yeah, it's definitely been pretty special. I'm so glad to be back healthy, being able to play. It was a really long rehab process trying to get back, so it just feels really good to be back and starting off hot.
Well, let's talk about the injury. Ruptured ACL, ruptured meniscus, all kinds of problems with that knee. How difficult was it to come back?
Yeah, it was definitely really difficult. And the hardest part for me was probably the mental part of it, just because you want to push it so bad and you want to get back out and play. But for me, I really tried to take it slow, listen to what they were telling me, just take it really day by day. And then there's days where you make all this progress and then you feel terrible one day and then kind of doubt sets in. So just kind of approaching every single day and trying to get better every single day and not looking too far ahead was probably the toughest thing for me.
You kind of had an extra month and a half before the actual games began. Did that help you? Would you have been ready to play basketball in November?
Yeah, so I was cleared just after Halloween. So I would have been back, but I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at now. So I think the extra month or two is almost like a blessing in disguise. I would have loved to be back in November, but kind of waiting until January was probably the best thing for me.
I've watched you in both the ball games, and your motor is unbelievable. You just do not stop. You remind me of a Bill Bradley, a guy that I used to watch who just simply outran everybody. Where do you get the stamina, and how are you able to maintain that stamina while you were rehabbing?
Yeah, so, everybody loves to talk about the swimming now. The swimming has become a little bit of a legend in itself, but that was really big for me all summer because I couldn't really take all the pounding on my knee. So that's how I got most of my cardio work in, was in the pool, doing resistance training, things like that. And then once I was back to running, I really hammered it really harder than I have in the past, just because I needed to get my lungs back. And honestly, I'm really not there yet. I'm probably 80% of where I want to be in terms of my cardio training. So I still have a little bit to go there, but yeah, so just honestly putting work into it is really the answer I can give you.
That's good news for the rest of the league, I'm sure, because you're telling me that you're going to be in better shape than you are right now. I know you had a decision to make out of high school. We only have another minute, but talk a little bit about not playing football. You must have been a great football player as a wide receiver, and you were highly touted and chased after. Why basketball?
The simple answer, I just loved basketball more than I did football. I really enjoy putting time in on my own in basketball. Football, I like the games, but not practice so much. So I just really love the grind and the process of basketball. I just enjoy it more.
Well, it's obvious when we watch you on the court that you certainly do love the game. Right now, you find yourself number 26 all time in scoring. You find yourself number 5 all time in terms of threes made. I assume, knowing the passion you have, your goal is to just keep going up and up and up and maybe as high as number 1.
Nah, definitely. But obviously, goal number 1 is got to bring a championship back. It's my last year to do it. So really want that championship.
Well, when that happens, we'll chat again.
Sounds good to me.
All right. That's Justin Jaworski at the half. We'll be back with today's stats.